Alright guys, so welcome back to a new video. Today we have week 4 deadlifts, right? So in all honesty, today is probably going to be the heaviest deadlift that I take the remainder of the prep, right? So I think today it's going to be very important that we do last warm up at around 375 kilos / 826, and then depending on where I want to go after that, I'm gonna just have to see how I feel warming up, how my grip feels. I'm already caffeinated. Took a scoop and a half of Transparent Labs bulk black strawberry mango. That's like my go-to code mango, guys, if you guys are trying to buy some pre. Highly recommend. I will say the strawberry mango is probably one of the better tasting ones, but like I've told you guys, you know, the importance of your supplement and the formulation and the quality of ingredients, in my opinion, supersedes that of the taste. Right now, I'm not saying it tastes horrible or even like unenjoyable. I think I've grown an acquired taste, but the performance aspect of the pre-workout, you know, I think it's one of the best formulas I've ever had from pre-workout, you know, for a pre-workout. But I am going to be showing you guys the new colorway that SBD is coming out with. I brought obviously my singlet comp shirt. We do have a new color belt, which I'm not going to show you guys right now, but I think some of you guys are really going to love it, and some people are going to complain about it because they can complain about anything. But me personally, I love it because this color can be comboed in so many different ways, like earth tones. If you're like a Warhammer 40K guy, I think you can kind of see some inspiration from like the Dark Angels. You know, I feel like you're in the military, so I think this colorway is going to. I think it's a cool colorway. Probably I put this in my top 3. For sure, definitely top 3, maybe top 5. It's just from the colorways that I've seen with my time with SBD. But anyways, that's enough yapping. I'm gonna go ahead and get changed up, and we'll start putting some weight on the bar, and hopefully we can have a good workout. Yeah, on that one, same thing. It's like I got it off fast to my knees, and then once I was here, it was just. Huh? You can walk out all the way. Yeah. Oh! All right, go. Come on. Oh! Ah! Bro, it's so much harder when you're like, I have to tempo it, bro. Yeah. Cause I can't just launch that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Aggressively yank that bitch. Yeah, I have to like set up and then make sure everything's tight. But that's good. Cause it didn't slip at all, so. The grip was good. It was good. That's more important, bro. I also felt like I got out of position too, like a lot from the beginning. I feel like my ass came up pretty early on in the lift, and I almost had to like use my back. What is that? 430? Yeah. What's that in pounds? 948. Whew. That's not bad, bro. Cause I was just gonna do 420, but then I loaded like the 2.5, and I was like, I'm not taking that bitch off. Bro, I almost feel like if I watch it back, I could like fix it, but I think I'm gonna drop down. Like to me, bro, all I need to know is I can hold onto the weight while I'm grinding.
Yeah.
And I know like when it matters, I'll have a little bit more left in the tank. Fuck.
Yeah.
Bro, I was tired as shit yesterday, bro.
Bro? Training or just all day? Or?
Just kind of like fatigue from training, bro. Like I was falling asleep, like watching Neo on the couch, like. But it's like I rarely fall asleep like taking naps. Whew. All right, guys. So that was 430. And unlike last week, you know, I'm not gonna try that twice. Like that for me was okay. That was definitely more of a strength issue than it was technical or grip related. So I can walk away from that. You know, when I know that it wasn't like a technical issue and it was just like I just didn't have it today, I can make my bed in that. You know, I can totally be chill and whatever. Yeah. So I do have a heavy triple and I'm still feeling pretty good. So, I mean, I did 355 for 4 last week. So I think today we can do 848. I know I was telling Mikey that I could probably do 400, but that's not the point. You know, the point is to, you know, get clean, heavy work, you know, and 385, aka 848 for 3 is plenty heavy, you know, and if it moves sub maximally, but it feels good, that's even better, you know. I just think the fact that I failed 430 today after how 410 moved last week, you know, like that's a good sign, you know. I think I definitely had the strength for 430 last week, but that's just not what I had for my RPE, you know. So today we had an RPE 8 to 8.5, so that was around like a 96% single, you know. And I think, you know, there are some days where this definitely moves like that, or I mean, it just feels like it can, you know. The price of progress, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the weight, and then we'll go ahead and attack this triple. And you know, we're still gonna have a pretty good day, you know. So my hand, this tear did not get worse because I think I held it pretty good in my hands. So let's go ahead and change the weight, and we'll keep on after it.
Yep, got it.
Yeah, we talk. Just did 848 for 3 about maybe 15 minutes ago. So I have 2 to 3 more sets of 3, but I'm gonna drop down to 606 beltless. Gonna strap up, of course, just to make sure that this hand no tear, which is good. We want to keep it that way. This has been tearing like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and I feel like if I'm careful enough with how I manage my work, this can be like this, no tear, which is what I want. So let's get after it. Come on. Oh yeah, these new straps feel good. Oh, that's good, bro. I feel like I'm able to fine-tune my start position.
Yeah.
Like just whoop. And that was just from watching Carlos. Oh, All right, I don't know if I'm gonna record any more sets. I'm talking on camera. I don't know if I'm gonna record any more sets. It is just 606 for 3, so nothing crazy, but yeah, go ahead, bro. So I don't think I'm gonna, really do anything. So after this, I'm gonna change, and then we'll go hit some hack squats. All right, guys. So we're back on film. All right, guys. So training was training, right? It was a pretty decent day. I'm kind of talking low-ish, I feel. It is late, and my son is sound asleep. So I need to record this segment for you guys without waking him up. So I might have to edit this audio in post, but that should be fine. Should be fine. You guys probably also hear the fan. I have it on full blast because I'm a big body and I want to stay fresh. So by the time this video goes out, it should be the 7th, which should be Friday, right? And to my knowledge, this drop is being released on Monday, which is November 10th. I think like 2 p.m. Eastern. I mean, I'll double check and I'll have that information in the description box, but I'm not going to be trying everything, right? Like obviously today during training, I was wearing the new singlet, the new comp shirt, deadlift socks, right? And I don't know if you guys noticed, but that was a 10 millimeter green belt. I do have the 13. I will give you guys close-ups of it. It is like exactly identical, just 13 millimeters, 10 millimeters. I think the 13 millimeter has a thicker buckle while the 10 millimeter has a thinner buckle. But I mean, in terms of coloring, exact same, right? Like a darker moss green on the outside with like a really light green felt on the inside. But we'll more of that later. So, but I want to try on for you guys, and I guess I'll start getting into that. I'm gonna have a LED light. I'm gonna have the temperature set at 5,000, just so that I can kind of get like a slightly better. I'm gonna make it around 61% brightness, just because that light is yellow. So it is going to alter the color in this room, right? So at least with this light, it's giving off a harsher, colder light. If I need to, I could just like make like, that way you guys get a better color, right? So what is this? Okay, these are the joggers. My office is kind of a mess right now because of this video and this drop. Yeah, these are a size 5X, so you guys can kind of see how it fits me. I honestly might wear these tomorrow. Maybe. Honestly, these are a vibe, but I do want to let you guys know. Hold on. That way you guys can see. They're like a pretty neutral color. Like I really hope this light helps kind of highlight the color that these joggers are. But these, what I was gonna say is, their joggers are notorious for shrinking. So I would honestly recommend sizing up one size, because they will shrink in length. Not so much like how baggy, but they will get shorter. So if I had to guess, after I wash these, it'll probably be like here. It'd be like here. But, and then next I'm gonna go through Let me see. These are the shorts. Honestly, like, the shorts are the exact same color as this. I don't think a lot of you guys are really gonna be spending y'all's money on the sweat material shorts. So I'm not even gonna try these on. I'm just gonna be wearing what I think a lot of people are interested in, which is going to be like the joggers, the hoodie, the pullover, the oversized tees, and the new athletic shirts that they've come out with. So, oh, this is the pullover. So we'll try this on next. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is kind of giving me like some Star Wars, Old Republic vibes. Let's see how it fits. This is kind of like my initial thought is kind of like low-key a diss, but not in a bad way, you know, but this is more like, I don't know, like, I would say this is the color you get when you mix like tan with like a green hue, right? But obviously you have the same color green from, which is like, I think the primary color, to be honest, stitching on the sleeve, and then just to kind of see how the logo on the back looks like. I'll try to get some zoomed in shots for you guys. But, all right, let's go on to the next thing. Oh, and this is a sweatshirt, by the way. Everything, yeah, I'm pretty sure everything is a size 5XL. So sweatshirt's a size 5XL. It kind of feels like on the shorter end. Like, to me personally, this is like a really good fit. But if this shrinks any shorter, I'm cooked, chat. Cooked. We're off to a really good start. So for one, the hoodie for sure fits like, like a fifth bigger, like not a whole half size. I wouldn't even say like a quarter of a size, but it definitely has like a more boxier fit. Like, I honestly really prefer this fit over the sweatshirt. Maybe I'm just being neurotic about it. But it's kind of hard to see in like regular office lighting. But maybe with like the LED light, you can see these really cool like kind of lightning patterns or shattered patterns on the sleeve. That's really cool. And super minimalistic branding, like right here. Everything is like really hard to see unless you're like, can just see the differences. But anyways, so far, from everything I've worn, my favorite is the hoodie so far. All right, and this is the long sleeve training t-shirt. So I think a lot of you guys received the training shirt from the last drop really positively. So I guess like in preparation for winter, we got a long sleeve iteration. So honestly, like, I'm a big fan of these kind of shirts. They remind me of when I used to like play ball, when I used to, you know, I guess like be a real athlete. But honestly, the material is like very flattering, but it isn't like constrictive. You know, like, it's pretty dang breathable. So this is I think, I don't know if it's gonna be in my top 3 yet, but for sure in my top 5. All right, so wanted to hit you guys with the curveball. So this is the oversized t-shirt in the sand colorway. And I was thinking about maybe taking off the long sleeve, but I was like, the fit would be diabolical. Like, did I just find my outfit for tomorrow? Am I gonna go hit some bench press and like, I'm not gonna lie, this is tough. This is extremely tough. Like, I don't think you guys can realize. Okay, but another thing I want to say is this shirt will shrink, right? So this is how an average 5X shirt fits me. After I wash it, it'll really be more like a 4X. So honestly, I might just have to air dry these, no cap, because the way that they fit me as they are, like, I love the SBD oversized shirts. I love them. I'm not gonna lie, like, this is tough. This is very tough. Okay, now I feel like a prisoner. But this is the oversized tee in khaki, right? You know, I thought growing up khaki was like a tan color, but I guess it's not. I'm gonna have to Google that later, no cap. But honestly, like, feelings are the same. Obviously, I don't think I would personally wear such a monochromatic outfit. I would have to alternate some kind of, you know, I would rock this fit, but with the sand shirt. So, and honestly, like, I'm not a fan of like matching my tops with my bottoms. I mean, I'll do it if that's what I'm feeling, but I rarely feel that. You know what I'm saying? Still, I think that's a tough fit nonetheless. If you're into that kind of stuff, being like all matchy, it's got its place in the world, you know. And then the last thing on the agenda, we have these training shorts, and pretty much with SBD, anything that has the word training in its like description is going to be like that super breathable stretching material. Now this is something I might work with. There's enough deviation for it to not be like monochromatic, but it goes together, you know. So I will say, guys, the utilization of lighting in your videos does make a very big difference. Very, very big difference. So, but honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I am gonna have my link in the actually, I think I already have my SBD link in the description box, and it is also in my link tree. So it is not a discount code or discount link. It is a support link. So you guys don't get a discount, but the athlete does get 10% of your purchase. I'm not gonna lie. My initial thoughts when I saw the emails from SBD, I really wasn't a big fan, just because SBD, oh, the last part, I almost forgot. The belt. Hold on, let me get the light over here so I can show you guys. And then the inside. Yeah, but like I was saying, guys, when I first saw the emails and the pictures, I wasn't like particularly, I really wasn't thrilled. Just because SBD had already, I think, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, they've already released a green coated drop, right? So when I saw this, I was like it's cool, but it's nothing new, right? It's nothing different. And like, that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Because what SBD is built on and why SBD continues to be SBD is because of the quality, right? The quality of their equipment is what makes SBD SBD, not the color in which their products come, right? But saying that, when I did receive my pack in hand, my opinion quickly changed, right? And like, I'm not just glazing SBD because, I'm like one of their bigger athletes, but I guess you can say my bias isn't coming from the fact that it's SBD, but more so because I've kind of been in an earth tone camo-ish era. So when I saw the shirts, the hoodie, just the colors, in my head, I was like, ding, 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 chicken dinner, baby. Because in my wardrobe, like, I have a pair of camo joggers. I have like a very like chocolate cake colored wide bottom pair of sweats. Like, even just like the color gray, I think would go very good with this color. I think like acid washed black, I think pretty much any kind of like solid basic color complements these colors very well, because they just go good together, right? Like, you can even wear yellow with this if you want. I have a few different brown color shirts that I think would look really cool with the sweats or with the shorts. So, I'm not just gonna be like, oh my god, like, this is the best colorway ever because I believe that, or because I'm getting paid to say that. No, I'm gonna keep it a buck. So I'm very happy with this colorway because it serves me in this moment. And honestly, I just feel like earth tones are, people like to say earth tones are like specific to the fall or autumn, as some of you guys like to say. But I think you can wear earth tones anytime, baby. Like, especially if you got like melanin in your skin, earth tones are like anytime, any day of the year, essentially. Because when you're brown, or you're black or whatever, like, or tan, any kind of earth tone is just going to look like, I think, good on you. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be tripping. But I think my SD card's about to run out of space, so I'm gonna have to cut the video here now, guys. But I just want to say, please be on the lookout if you are interested in any of these products. Everything I wore today was a size 5X, and again, there are a lot more products, right? Like, you got the powerlifting stuff, the strongman stuff, the belts, pretty much anything you've ever bought in like your powerlifting stuff, sleeves, belt, stay with that size. But in the items that I say that do shrink, just be aware of that. Unless you guys want to order a true to size and just air dry, then I think that's also acceptable. So, because I know some of these products are very pricey, I'm not going to push everything and be like, hey guys, just use my link. No, I'm going to push what I like and then what I think you guys will like. So, but anyways, appreciate you guys for chipping in. And, I do have a lot more to say but I just don't think I have it on my memory card to really talk about it right now. So save it for next time. Probably tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'll do a bench vlog video. This is going up tomorrow. I have a whole bunch of videos that I haven't edited, but because I'm so far out from SBD Austin, I think I'm just gonna start here, and then like we'll finish out the peak.